Welcome to day 5 of the Roulette Master Bracket Challenge, and as you can see, we've had 4 systems move forward. Ron Clivio, Triple Martingale, Solo Street, and Fibonacci. And for today's matchup, we're going to have Cherry Dr. Pepper against the Holy Grail, and I can't wait for it. This is going to be really exciting, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start with the Holy Grail roulette system first today, followed by the Cherry Dr. Pepper roulette system. Each is going to go 15 minutes, and I can't wait to see which one makes more profit and moves on in the bracket. And we're starting with the Holy Grail first. Let's place the bets, and then I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to have $5 on first and second 12. Timer is going, and let's spin. And I'm going to cover how to play this as well for those of you seeing the Holy Grail system for the first time. And we're starting out with a win, and we're up $5 now. So we're just going to rebet and spin, and we're going to keep the bet the same after wins until we reach a certain threshold, which I'll cover here in a second. And we lost that one, so now we're going to increase from 5 to 10 and spin. And here we go. That is an 11 black. That's a win, so we'll stay at 10. And one thing about this system that's different is when you get a win, you do not go back to the base starting bet. You just keep going up and until you hit a certain threshold. And I'll share what that is here soon. And we are up $15. So we're going to stay at the $10 bet now. And once we reach a certain profit level, we will go back to the beginning. And there's another win. We're up 25. And here we go. All right. That's a 00. That's a loss. Okay, so we're going to go from 10. We went from 5 to 10. Now we'll go to 15. Up a unit. Those are $5 units, and let's spin. And we're going to be playing until we're up $75. The original system was with $10 units and was $150. So again, when we get wins, we're going to keep the bet the same until we reach that mark. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 25 red. That's a loss, so we're going to go from 15 to 20 on each. And we're minus 10 right now, and here we go. We're 2 minutes and 10 seconds in, and that's 11 black. Okay, we got the win, so we'll keep the bets the same. We're currently up $10. All right, here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a win, so we'll keep the bets the same. We're up $30. And here we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, we got the win there, so we're going to rebet and keep the bet the same until we reach that $75 point. That's a 7 red. That's a win. Okay, we're up $70, so we're almost there. Again, we just need to reach 75, and then we can restart. But we lost, so we'll go up another unit. So now we'll go to 25 and spin. Here we go. That is an 8 black. That's a win. So we'll keep the bet the same because we're not at $75 profit yet. And here we go. And that's a 36 red. We lost, so we'll go from 25 to 30 now. Up a unit when we lose, keep the bet the same when we win until we reach 75. And that's a 2 black. Okay, we're up 35. We're going to keep the bet the same because we won. We have 30 on each. And that's a 24 black. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're up 65, so we're not quite there yet. We're going to keep the bet the same because we won. And here we go. And we got it. So we'll be resetting now. So we're currently up $95, and we go back to the original $5 bet now because we crossed the $75 threshold. And we're 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. Here we go. Okay, and we got the win there, so we'll just rebet and spin. All right. Okay, we won that one. Let's rebet and spin. That's a 0-0. Okay, that's a loss. And we will increase by a unit. And remember, now we need to get up $150 total. We can use the excess that we got that went over 75, but the next checkpoint is going to be 150. So here we go. That's a 9 red. And we won that one. So we're just going to spin again. Keep checking our balance till we get to that 150 threshold. That's a 35 black. That's a loss. Okay, we're up 85. Again, we need to get to 150. So we're going to increase by 1 because we lost, and here we go again. Okay, that's another loss. So we're going to increase by 1 again. Now we have 20 on each, and here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, we won, so we'll keep the bet the same until we get to 150. And let's spin. Again, we have a $1,000 bankroll. That's a 0-0 there. So we'll increase by 1 again. Now we have 25 on each. Here we go. That's a 17 black. Okay, that's a $25 win there. And we're up 60. We need to get to 150, so we keep the bet the same. And here we go. That's 8 black. That's a win. And we're up 85. Keep the bet the same until we get to that 150 threshold because we need to add another $75. And that's a 15 black. It's another win. We're not quite there yet, so let's just rebet and spin. And the original system was $10 on each 150 reset, so this is 75 with $5 units. And that's a loss, so we'll go up a unit. And here we go. And we'll check our balance after this one. We're 7.5 minutes in out of the 15-minute challenge. That's a 28 black. We lost, and now we're going to add a unit. So now we're at 35 each. And here we go. And that's a 0. That's another loss. So we're going to rebet and add a unit and spin. Here we go. That's a 19 red. That's a win. So we'll stay on the current bet till we reach that 150 because we're minus 30 right now because we had a little bit of a rough patch there. We're 8 minutes in out of the 15 minutes on this part of the challenge. That's a 13 black. That is a win. So again, we're just going to rebet and spin. If keep the bets the same if we get a win. And here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, we got the win. Let's check our balance. We're still not at that 150 threshold, the extra 75. And here we go. But we lost there, so we're going to add another unit. All right. Okay, we're at minus 30 right now, but things can turn around in a hurry if you get a bunch of wins in a row with this one, since it's increasing after every loss. But there's another loss. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to add a unit to each. Now we have 50 on each. Again, this is a $1,000 bankroll system. And here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, we got the win, so we'll keep the bets the same. We're at minus 70 right now, but a lot of these systems have made comebacks in the last 5 to 6 minutes. We'll see if this one does as well, but that's another loss. So we're minus 170. Now we're going to add a unit. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a win. That's a 23 red. So we'll keep the bet the same. We're minus 115. Let's see if we can get some wins in a row here finally. We're 9 minutes and 42 seconds in, and that's 11 black there. That's another win, so we'll keep the bets the same. We're minus 60, and here we go. Okay, that's another loss. That's a 26 black, so we'll have to increase again. And we're currently minus 170. But again, things can turn around. We got about 5 minutes left here. If we got a bunch of wins in a row, we could turn this thing around. There's a win on a 24 black. So we'll keep the bet the same. Let's see if we can make some money now. That's a win. Okay, we're minus 50. We're just going to rebet and spin. That's a 9 red. That's a win. All right, we're going to just rebet and spin until we get to that 150 threshold, which is the 75 added to the original 75. There's another win. Okay, so now we're up 70. We just need to get to 150. We're going to keep the bet the same. And we're at 11 minutes right now. There's another win. So it's finally paying off. And now we are at 130. So we just rebet and spin again until we hit the 150 threshold. And we got it. All right. So that was a nice comeback there. Now we hit the threshold. We go back to $5. And the next checkpoint, each one's at 75. So we did 75, 150. Now we had 75 to 150, and that is 225, our next one. So we can use the overlap. We can use the overlap to get to the next checkpoint. And here we go. That's a loss. So again, we're going to increase after losses. And here we go. Let's spin. We're at almost 12 minutes. All right, that's a 19 red. This has been a nice comeback here. And again, we're going to keep it the same because we won until we get to that 225 point. And here we go. That's a 17 black. That's a win. We're at 200. We'll just rebet and spin because we won. And let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Okay, that is a win. We're at 210. We need to get to 225. We're at 12.5 minutes out of the 15 minutes for the contest. That is a 5 red. Okay, we won, so we'll keep it the same. We're at 220. So we only need one more win to reach a new threshold, and then we'll be, yeah, we got the win. So we'll be going for 300 as our next threshold now. And we're up 230. So then we put the bets back to 5. And we spin again. Here we go. We're at 13 minutes out of the 15 minutes. That's a 28 black. Okay. And we're going to rebet and add a unit. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a loss, so we will add another unit and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 16 red. That is a win. So until we get to that 300, we'll be keeping the bets the same on wins, and we will be increasing by 1 unit on losses. That's a 23 red. Okay, that's a win, so we'll just rebet since we're not at 300 yet and spin again. And that's a 24 black. That is a win. So let's go ahead and just rebet. We're at 245, and let's see what we get here. That's a 32 red. That is a loss, so we will increase by 1 and spin. We're at 14 minutes 28 seconds. That's a 15 black. That's a win. So we'll leave it there. We're up 235. We'll spin again. We have, looks like 20 seconds left. That's a 17 black. That's a win. We're up 255, so we'll just rebet and spin. That's a 5 red. And we're out of time. So let's check it out. We're up $275. Boy, that was a nice comeback for the Holy Grail Roulette system. And that's what this system's all based on, is having patience and bankroll for you to get consecutive wins in a row and get you to the next level. So I hope you enjoyed this portion of it. And coming up next is the Cherry Dr. Pepper Roulette system. And we'll see if it can make more profit than $275. And we'll see who moves on in the challenge. And here we go. Okay, it's time for the Cherry Dr. Pepper Roulette system. And one thing I just realized is because the Holy Grail system continues to get larger in bet sizes as it goes up, it wouldn't be fair to keep the Cherry Dr. Pepper to the $10 bet total size. Otherwise, it wouldn't have a chance to compete. And I'm just going to do everything I can during these contests, matchup against matchup, to make sure they're as fair as possible. But there's no way for it to be 100% fair because some of these systems have different amounts of numbers. If we do this bracket challenge in the future, I'll make sure it's like a 12 number bracket challenge or an 18 number bracket challenge, or something like that. And so with that being said, we're going to use the original amounts for the Cherry Dr. Pepper Roulette system. And I haven't started the timer yet. I'm going to place the bets, and here we go. So we're going to start by putting $20 on the second and third column, and the last color that hit red, we're going to put 15 on, and we're going to spin and start the timer here. 15 minutes is underway, and we started with a win. So now we're just going to rebet that and spin again. Okay, that's 11 black. Okay, that's a partial win, so we just rebet. And when we get 2 partial losses or 1 total loss, it will there will be a change in the betting cycle. There's another partial win. We're up 45 so far. So we're just going to rebet. And that's a 35 black. Okay, that's a partial win, so we'll just rebet. But again, if we have 2 partial losses in a row, or we have a total loss, we're going to adjust into a modification that this system has. So that's a partial loss, so let's keep track of that. We're going to spin again. If we get another partial loss or a total loss, we're going to adjust the system. So here we go. That's a partial win. So let's see where we're at. We're up $30 right now. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 33 black. That is a $5 win, so we'll just rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 9 red. Okay, that's a $35 win. We're currently up $70. Okay, we're going to spin again here. And that's a 19 red. Okay, that's a partial loss, so we'll remember that. If we get another partial loss, we're going to switch to a different, it's basically a hybrid system that when you get a total loss or 2 partial losses, it changes. So there's 2 partial losses, so that triggers the change in the system. We're up $20, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take the opposite color, black, and we're going of the red that just hit, and we're going to put $30 there, and I'm sorry, $20 there, and $30 on the color. So 30 and 20, and then we're going to spin. Here we go. That's a 14 red. And what we're going to do is, until we're in session profit, we're going to stick with this system. And then once we get back in session profit, then we're going to go back to the original bets at the beginning. That's 11 black. Okay, and now we're back in session profit. We're up $100. So now we go back to the original system. The color that hit last is black, and then we're going to have the same bets, the $20 bets on the second and third column, and again 15 on black. And spin. Here we go. So now we need to remember we're up 100. We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. That's a 28 black. That's a partial loss, so we'll take note of that. Again, 2 partial losses will cause us to go into the other part of this system. And there's 2 partial losses. So now we take the opposite color, which is red, and red always goes with third column, black goes with second on this second part, and we're going to have 20 and 30. I'm sorry, but it'll be on red. Okay, there we go. So we have a $50 total bet, and we need to get back to a session profit before we go back to the original stage 1. And that's a $10 win there. So let's just rebet and spin. Here we go. We're up. We're at 4.5 minutes in. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a $10 win. So we'll just rebet and spin. Again, we're going to do this until we get back in session profit. So, and again, this is a $1,000 bankroll system, and we won $10 there. We're up 80 total. Let's go ahead and rebet. And when you hit the color and the column, it really pays. It's kind of like a jackpot number, and that's a 28 black, and that's a loss. Okay, so with this second part of the system, if you get a loss like that, where you have a total loss, you increase by the unit size. So let's put the bets back out, and then we're going to go from 20 to 40, and we're going to go from 30 to 60. Here we go. That's an 18 red. And we got the win. So now we're in session profit. We go back to the original system. And again, that is 20 on third column, 20 on second column, and then also we're going to be on the last color that hit with red for 15. All right, let's spin. We hit that jackpot number there, made a big difference. We're 6 minutes in out of the 15. Okay, we won. So now we're up 205. Let's rebet and spin. That's a 22 black. Okay, that is a total loss. So we go back to the original system now. Opposite color. Again, red goes with third column, black goes with second column. We'll have 20 here and 30 on red. And remember where we were at session profit wise, and here we go. Okay, that's a double zero, that's a loss. So remember, when we lose in stage 2, we're going to increase by a unit. So we're going to go from 20 to 40, and we're going to go from 30 to 60. And here we go. That's a 30 red. Okay, and that's a jackpot number. So we're up 240 now. We go back to the original system. And the original system is again going to have 20, 20, and the color that hit last would have 15 on it. And we would spin. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a partial loss, so we'll rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 20 black. Okay, that's a partial win. Let's spin again. That's a 9 red. That's a $35 win. We're up $2.55 now. And here we go. We're at 8 minutes in. That's a 25 red. That's a partial loss. So we will spin again and take note of that partial loss. Again, you need 2 of those or one total bust to switch systems. There's a $5 win. And let's spin. That's a 10 black. And that's a total loss. So then we go back to, so since it was black, we go to red, which red is always third column. And that'll be 20, and then red will have 30. We're up 180 right now, and here we go. We're 8 minutes 52 seconds in. That's a 22 black. Okay, that is a loss. So we increase by the size of the bet, so 20 to 40, and we'll go 30 to 60. And now we have a $100 total bet. And double zero. So that's a loss. And you can see that dropped us back down to $30, but we're going to increase by unit size again. And this one will always increase by 20. And this one will always increase by 30. So 1 unit at a time. And that's a 27 red. Whoa, that was a jackpot. Wow. Now we're back up 240 and we go back to the original system. So we're going to have, again, 20 on third, 20 on second, and then the last color that hit was red, so that'll be 15. That was a quick turnaround. Wow. We're 10 minutes, 5 seconds in. That's a 26 black. It's a $5 win. And here we go. Okay, that's a 20 black. $5 win. And again, we're going to have to go matchup to matchup to try to make these as fair as possible now, because I'm realizing that, you know, they're all very different. And there's a partial loss. So we'll take note of that one. That's a 23 red. That's a $35 win. We're up 260. And we're 11 minutes in. And this is a very close matchup so far. That's 11 black. That's a $5 win. Let's spin again. That is a 30 red. It's a $35 win. We're up 300. Let's spin again. That's a 31 black. That's a total loss. So we're going to switch now to the opposite color. So that'd be red in third column. So that one would have 20. This one would have 30. And we're going to spin. We're 11 minutes, 45 seconds in. That's a 6 black. That's a $10 win. So we're just going to keep the bet the same. We only have 3 minutes left. That's a 14 red. $10 win. We're up 265, so this is really close right now. And here we go. That's 18 red. Ooh, that was a $70 win there. We're up 335 now, so let's spin again. That's a 19 red. $10 win, rebet, and spin. Okay, and we're at 295. We need to increase that. So we're going to go from 20 to 40 and 30 to 60 and spin. We have 2 minutes left. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a loss. Okay, so we're going to increase again 40 to 60 and 60 to 90. And let's spin. And here we go. It's all going to depend on whether we hit a jackpot number or not. That's a 17 black. And that's another loss. So we increase again. That one by 20. And then this one by 30. And let's spin. So this one was going really well there for a little bit. And now we're having a little bit of trouble. But that's a 10 black. Ooh, that's another loss. Okay. And we're minus 155 all of a sudden. Up 20. Up 30 and spin. All right. That's a 16 red. And we need a jackpot because we only have 40 seconds left. And but we do have a large bet out there. If we get a jackpot, it could jump right ahead. So, ooh, there's a 00 though. And when I say jackpot, what I mean by that is the jackpot is if you hit the column and the color. So add 20, add 30, and let's spin. That's a 28 black. Oh man, we lost again. So this one was doing fantastic, and now we have 20, add 30, and let's see if we can get a jackpot. We only have 4 seconds left. That's a 4 black, and time is up. So that system was doing fantastic for a while, but then it definitely hit a rough patch there at the end. But believe me, the Dr. Pepper and the Cherry Dr. Pepper roulette systems are very good systems. But that is just a really bad luck in a small patch there. So you know, don't get discouraged about any of those. And they're still really good systems. Everything you know, is in a fairly small sample size with 15 minutes on each. But the winner today of the bracket challenge is the Holy Grail roulette system, which I know a lot of you love and has I think almost 40,000 views on the channel. So so that if you haven't seen the original, go back and watch that. But also go watch the Cherry Dr. Pepper and the original Dr. Pepper roulette system as well. The Cherry Dr. Pepper there is a hybrid system of the two mixed together. And thank you to everyone that sent those in. And this was a lot of fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed the challenge. And so the Holy Grail will be moving on in the bracket. And I can't wait to see who wins tomorrow and moves on as well. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, whether you're enjoying it, whether you'd like to make changes. And a lot of the changes will have to be made on the next, if we do this again sometime. But you know, we're learning from this. But the main thing I'm learning so far is that there's no way to make this even with when there are different numbers covered on each one of these systems. So like I said before, if we do this again someday, we're going to have to do a 12 number challenge, a 24 number challenge, or something like that. So an 18 number challenge would be good. So that you know, we'd have to make them fair, because like if I had even though Cherry Dr. Pepper lost in the end today, it was the first time I changed the rules, because I noticed that there's no way it would be able to compete with a system like the Holy Grail that continues to increase until you reach a threshold. And so it's hard to make them completely even, but I hope you enjoyed watching and seeing the systems again. And I just hope everyone learns something and has fun. And hope you're enjoying the channel. Let me know down in the comments, what you guys think. As always, this is a fantastic community of people, and I really appreciate everyone. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.